You already know he's in the building. I want to thank our Heavenly Father, archangels, regular angels, ancestors, extended ancestors, all light beings, all divine beings, all high vibrational beings, all timelines, dimensional portals, past, present, future, all in the same time, all in all to infinity fold. Thank my Heavenly Father for another day. Thankful for the peace that He, you know, allowed me to cultivate in myself. Also allowing me time to figure out and to actually not hear, not to just believe that you understand, but to actually see and hear what needs to be done and said. And that was said. For those that are being awakened and are experiencing some strange things, because we living in some strange times, but it's not strange. This is the reality of what we didn't understand or don't have a full grasp of. In the beginning, you're in a time where you have to truly discern or filter out the outside noise that's coming in to hear clearly and know that you're hearing what you're supposed to be hearing, knowing that it's right, and also, well, you know, diving in it. You'll start seeing it in everything, which makes it clearer. You have more of an understanding, and it just don't stop there. It's an ongoing thing. It really, truly humbles, or the thing that a lot of us fear, like being insignificant, or being small, or so-called being dumb, or you know, not up to par. Even being average is a problem. It makes all that obsolete because one's growth is something personal, something that only that individual could experience, interpret, and follow how it's supposed to be followed because it's tailored, specifically for them. So, for the ones that been manipulated for years, centuries, maybe even longer than that, depends on how old you are, you know, and it's not you being old, it's the wisdom that should have been acquired and have been acquired, but maybe not been put to the best use for the benefit of all, not just oneself and family, but for all. It will, the experience will or at least for me, it made my patience and understanding like beyond what I can imagine. And it said the Lord's peace or the source peace, or just knowing that everything is all right, even when it's not all right. But searching in those situations, making the best choices, not the panic choices, not the forced or coerced. You know, you, we tend to, ask opinions or ask for guidance for certain individuals that we have some type of respect for whatever reason. And, we hold their input, you know, to a certain extent. Sometimes it kind of overrides what your intuition says. You know, you give honor to and power to that individual unknowingly and knowingly. It's part of the world of that voodoo, witchcraft, and throughout time, which if we have experienced or explored it or dealt with it in any real time situation, it it holds no weight because if we believe it didn't or haven't affected us. But like I said, it's a lot of things like that. Peer pressure. That's also a form of witchcraft, but we call it peer pressure. We call it growing pains, and only the weak, succumb to it. We all know individuals that didn't, you know, run with the bullshit, but still was, a person that was seen, but maybe played like it was insignificant, but it was so insignificant that it stood out. So it made it special anyway. Then later on, y'all find out that the one that y'all knew, but played dumb to yourselves, that individual was insignificant to cover your lack, or our lack of understanding. However, that person understand whatever they understood and how they was moving. You know, all of us had judged knowingly and unknowingly, which none of us wants to be judged, but just know you being judged however that person see fit, and you can't change those individuals' minds. So why worry about it? Let them have their fun, because it truly don't affect you as long as you focusing on you. Let them have their fun, because at the end of the day, they have to deal with all the stuff that they created. We all creators. We all manifesting how things is going, if we know it or not. In every aspect of our lives, it's just we have to, see everything as serious, because everything is serious. It's so serious. The more we understand that, the more we train ourselves to be able to do it like how it originally was. No matter how it was lost, it's being brought back. We all know, life is a cycle. Everything is a cycle. It might look new, but it's a upgraded version of the old. You know, you know how the clothing, our clothing, it changes. It goes this way, and then all of a sudden, you got the bell bottoms back. You got the hooker boots back. You remember those? Then you got, not even real good, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Especially if you've been here for a little minute. Know that each and every one of us holds how you say, a priceless information when we talking about real situation, not stuff that's made up, not stuff, that we want to portray, but stuff that we actually experienced, survived, and, you know, had a good outlook on the situation. We still ain't stuck. We ain't stuck in that situation or a situation. And the more we learn how to do these little things, I'm sorry, I'm hearing things, but it's always good to check. You know, this is what it is. And even though I'm sounding like I know everything, or I'm somewhere where y'all not, there's a lot of areas where y'all are well versed, stuff that I have never did. You know, the totally different lifestyle, totally different culture, totally different vibe. you know, certain things y'all might eat as a delicacy. I wouldn't even imagine touching. Which same vice versa. Now put that in like that situation in every area of your life, or the differences between each culture, the differences between each individual itself. Period. There's unlimited worlds within worlds, and to grow in it, to be delighted, to be in awe, like how I'm saying, like this nigga talking crazy, we talking about worlds within worlds.